Nel Kalsio, Gonang Queens, Dev Kumar Sunuwar, Siol Tasha, Giol Tasha, Ziki Yable, Kubi Yable, Dalkep Yable, Full Day, Jam Lahasha, Mula Tinga, Eko Gerapen Ma, Go Short Nung, La Day Liki, Chushawahta, Mushawahta, Tia Domta, Tege Domtana, Rahjanaila, Pakyu Getanaila. Greetings to all. I just prayed in my Sunuwar mother tongue for the success of this program. First of all, thank you so much for Translation Commons and UNESCO Secretariat of the International Decade of Indigenous Languages and the International Federations of Translators for this opportunity to present how we, Sunuwar indigenous nationalities of Nepal, are using and developing different technologies to promote and preserve one of the endangered indigenous languages of Nepal, and how we, Sunuwar indigenous nationalities, are translating our languages um, and this on the occasion of International Translation Day, with which is being observed with the theme "A World Without Barriers." Sunuwar is Sunuwar is indigenous nationalities officially recognized as one of the 59 indigenous peoples of Nepal, and we identify ourselves as Koinch, while others recognize us as Sunuwar. Our total populations is almost 56,000, according to 2011 census, of which close to 38,000 of us speak our mother tongue, which is called Koinslo. Sunuwar, like many other indigenous peoples in the world, are oral communities. We are transferring or passing our language, culture, rituals, knowledge, and so on to the next generations orally, through dance, through songs, also through the communications. This means that, like most indigenous languages, Koinslo, or the Sunuwar language, is not written widely, nor it is used to write literature extensively. Though we have our own distinct script, which for long our ancestors preserved through inscriptions on the animal skin or handwriting, and they have passed down to us, for which we are very grateful. And today, it is our responsibility to further advance promoting and preserving our languages and pass down to the younger generations. Towards this end, for these reasons, with the changing modern science and technologies, a group of Sunuwar community members at Sunuwar Welfare Society, an umbrella and the representative organizations of Sunuwar indigenous peoples in Nepal, with the technical support from the Translation Commons, we are embarking towards having Unicode standard of Sunuwar script. But so far, Sunuwar indigenous communities have been dependent on the Roman English, and also heavily on the Devanagari script, or the Nepali script, and or the Devanagari Unicode to translate the Sunuwar language text, basically Sunuwar language text, while writing poems or publishing any newspaper or the writing of stories, we very much have been dependent on the Devanagari script or Devanagari Unicode. The language for us is not merely a means of communications. It is the expression of our socio-cultural identity, and also the repository of our history, our knowledge, our belief systems, and the language is obviously our intangible heritage. Although having existed orally for a long time, we have been developing and using different technologies to preserve and promote our languages, which is one of the endangered languages in Nepal. We have undertaken, or we are undertaking, the initiatives to document and to promote our mother tongue. We have been using them. We have been using our mother tongue in our everyday life where possible, and preserving and promoting our languages within our capacity, either by printing the newspapers, writing poems, or the stories, or publishing storybooks, and also a dictionary, even if it is in Devanagari script or Devanagari Unicode, Devanagari script. We have been producing, more than this, we have been producing radio programs and also the television programs. And at the meantime, we have been teaching our languages through the television and through the radio to the next generations, so that we can keep our language alive. And lately, we also have been producing the podcast and using the Facebook Live, as well as the YouTube channels, TikTok, and other social media to record our conversations. And these technologies like radio, television, TikTok, or YouTube, or Facebook, or a podcast are helping us to record our oral traditions into audio and visual, or visually. During this International Decade of Indigenous Languages, we have planned to engage strategically to further advance our script, as well as our language, so that our indigenous languages can be motivations and inspirations for not only for our younger generations, but also for the policymakers, especially to use our languages for in the educational purposes, in justice delivery, or in the government businesses, and for dissemination of informations in our mother tongue. That is what we want, and for that we are committed, and we have been using science and technologies to create more media content or contents as possible. And finally, on behalf of Sunuwar Indigenous Peoples Nepal and all Indigenous peoples of Nepal, I wish a very success, and I wish a very happy International Translation Day. Thank you so much. Namaste. See you.